Hi there, and welcome back to Stubbs Aquatics. In this episode, we're going to be doing yet another Hygger review. We're going to be looking at two great heating systems. One may work better for you than the other. They're both excellent. Why I like both of these heaters is they're external controlled. That means you don't have to stick your hands in the water to adjust the temperature, which I absolutely hate. It petrifies me every time. Especially most heaters are only two-prong heaters with no ground. So hands in water, adjusting temperature, to me sounds like a bit of a disaster waiting to happen. So we'll look at these two great heaters and you choose which one you think is the best. The first heater we're going to look at is the Heiger HG925 Pinpoint accurate quartz heater. I've got it in the tank behind me. Now, in all fairness, I wanted to let everyone know that I didn't want to do any of these reviews for at least 3 months, and it's been over almost 4 months since these heaters have been working. I've had no issues with them whatsoever because I hear lots of people talk about their heating systems, how they fail after about 2 or 3 months. Well, I'm happy to tell you both of these are operational and working fine. They're working within the parameters. I've had no issues whatsoever. So let's get back to the main topic at hand, that being the Heiger Pinpoint Accuracy Quartz Heater. It's a heavy heater. It's nice and thick and heavy. It's not going to be moved around on you. It sticks really well to the glass. The suction cups hold it firmly in place, as you'll see. I'm going to take you for a closer look. I just want to go over some of the safety features on this heater. One, it's a 3-prong. Safety, it's grounded. You know, you're dealing with 2, 3, 500 watts of electricity at 110 volts. I want a 3-prong heater, and this one lives up to that. It also has a fail-safe that if it overheats and your temperature in your tank gets too high, it'll shut itself down and then not click back on until it goes down to the desired temperature that you set. And like I said, this is a great heating system. It's a fast heat. It's an energy savings system built into it. I think you're really going to like it. Now I'm going to take you through a bit of the process on how it works. You be the judge on this one, then we'll look at the other heater. This quartz heater has a great guard on it. It's nice and heavy. You're not going to break it. Suction cups are perfect for this to hold it in place to your tank. Now in this tank I have it fairly close to my pump, so the water circulating. It's got a separate probe for your temperature sensor, which I really like. It's got an external thermostat, which I really like. It's got 2 lights that indicate if the heater is actually on right now, which it is not. It's already hit that desired temperature, so it shows a yellow color or amberish. The red indicates that it's warming or heating. To me, the longer the yellow or amber light is on, the better. You see that I've got it set for 72. If I want to change that, it's as simple as pressing a button. The low setting is 60, and you can go up from there to a maximum of 90. There's a control on it that it will shut itself off after it hits that temperature, so you can't basically cook your fish. Now, because I want the temperature to be 72, I press, hold, it's going to flash 3 times, and now that is set for the desired temperature. Again, this is a great heater, nice and thick, but what's really beneficial to it is if something happens to the actual heating element, you can replace it and just buy the heating element itself. Now this one is a 300 watt one. So let's say I decided, hey, I want to move this to a, well, let's say a 120 gallon tank. I could buy just the heating element itself, and then because it's a separate plug-in, I can add it to that and just have this other one as a backup. I think it's a great system. They've really thought this one out. It comes with a built-in so you can mount it to a wall, which I've done. It's working perfectly. It's set to plus or minus 1 degree Fahrenheit, and it's been bang on. Now let's look at the HG921 Hygger Smart PTC heater. Again, it's got an external thermostat, which I really love. Again, I don't like sticking my hands in water to adjust a heater. With all that electricity, it's just not going to work for me. It's got a titanium cast heater. The heating element itself is spread out throughout this large heater. That way it's not in a small cylinder. It's going to heat up faster, quicker, save you more money. And with the price of electricity these days, you really want to save money. Now let's have a closer look at the actual heating system inside the tank. And again, this tank has been running now for 4 months. Not a problem with the heating system at all. As I stated before, this Heiger HG921 is a really chunky, heavy heater. It's a little bit bigger than what I'm used to. You're not going to be able to hide it as well. But if you put it close to a water movement source, like a filter, or in this case, an air diffuser, it's going to spread out throughout your tank that much more, and it's going to give you more even heat, which again is going to be saving you some money. And now I mentioned the heating element goes throughout the heater, and that's a really great design. And the fact that it's more area that the heat is allowed to mix with the water, and that is going to save you some money because it's not in some little wee tube that you're heating. Now let's go over some of the safety features that are built into this. One, that if your power goes off, it's already preset to the whatever you determine the temperature to be, it'll come back on. Another is that it's a 3-prong, being it's grounded, so that itself is a safety feature. If it starts to overheat and gets over that 94 degree temperature, it'll automatically shut itself down. An error code will pop up and it'll let you know. If you're doing a water change, or for some unknown reason you remove the heater from water and expose it to air, an error code will will pop up and it'll turn itself off again. I mounted this one on the wall because it's a thermostat, and what thermostat shouldn't be on the wall? I've got mine set for 72 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's a plus minus 1 degree Fahrenheit that it'll turn on or off. So it's 71.2, and being that it's set for 72, so if it should drop below the 71 or above the 72, then it'll react accordingly. Now it's simple to change the temperature by just pressing the button, And once you get the desired temperature, let's say I want it 73, and I'll just let it flash 3 times. That's the desired temperature now. And you can see that with this moving here, it's letting you know that it's warming. Now, being that I really don't want 73, I want it at 72, simply because these fish that I have in it are relatively cool water species. I just want to set for 72, and it's done. It's pretty simple. The only thing I wish that they had done with this one is either put a double-sided tape on it, or a spot for a nail or a screw that you could attach it to the wall. That's the only changes I would make to this unit. So quickly going over these 2 great heaters. You can't lose with either one. There's pros to both of these that may suit your needs better. I really love the idea that you can change the heating element and go from 200, 300, 500 watt heater, or if it needs to be replaced for some unknown reason, that you made an error and whatever, that you can. And they're relatively inexpensive to replace, and you don't have to replace the whole unit. I love that. This one here, it's got some great safety features as well. They're both set it and forget it. Again, they both have some great safety features. I would highly recommend both of them. This one here is a little bit less expensive. This one has a great price point as well. It's a tiny bit more money than the Pinpoint accurate one. You can't lose with either one of these heaters. I highly recommend both of them. If I had to choose which one I was going to get, I would probably go with this one here. It's just my preference. It's not quite as visible. I'm trying to make my tanks look as natural as possible, and with a smaller heating element showing, I can hide it a little bit better. As far as if you're just worried about having the proper temperature and saving a little bit more money actually on the heat source, this would be the one that you would want. But everyone has their own preferences, and that's what's so great about a company like Hygger, is you have so many options. There's still, 2 or 3 other heaters of Hygger that I haven't even tried yet. And again, the more options, the better. So do yourself a favor, check them out, and don't forget to check out Pet Nanny. If you need to buy something, use my code. They'll save you 20%. Again, I don't receive any benefits from them. It's just you can save money yourself. And that's what it's all about, is helping each other out in this community. So take care, everyone. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time, and I hope you enjoyed this. Bye for now.